beauty babes, I'm Racquelle and this is Perfected Beauty. For today's video, I thought it would be helpful if I put together a list of everything that I think you would need to start out doing your makeup. So obviously in this list of things that I'm going to be showing you today, everything is optional. You don't have to do anything, but if you were to come to me and ask me, hey Racquelle, what do I need to get started with doing makeup? These are the things that I would list for you. The first thing I have on my list is a makeup sponge. So this is not technically a beauty product, it's more of a makeup tool. However, I just think that this is absolutely necessary, like essential. You need a sponge. So this one that I have here is the Real Technique makeup sponge. I love this one because it's affordable. It's not a beauty blender, but it gets the job done. I've actually never used a beauty blender because I'm stuck between this one and also the Morphe sponge is one that I like a lot. So between the Real Technique sponge and the Morphe sponge, I think they would be great sponges for you to start off with. I use this to put on foundation. I use it to put on concealer. I also use it to put on powder sometimes. So this is just kind of an all-around tool that shows itself quite often in my own makeup routine, and I think it's a great tool for you to start off with. Even if you don't have any brushes, a sponge is gonna get you going. The next thing that I have on my list of products that you need is a brow product. Right here in my little basket, I have the NYX Professional Makeup Tinted Brow Mascara. I use this more on days where I'm doing a kind of a light makeup look and it's not something too intense or too glam. It makes doing your brows way quicker, so especially if you're not really used to doing your brows, which I'm assuming you're not if you're watching this video. This is pretty simple. So you just put it on like you would do mascara on your eyelashes, but you're putting it on your eyebrows. So I like this product. It has a spoolie inside of it, and that's what you use to apply the product to your eyebrows. So you literally just brush it on as you would do regular mascara. A little more advanced then would be the pomades. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and this is the one that I use and have used for a very long time. Another pomade though that you could use that's a little more affordable is the NYX, it's like NYX Brow Gel, I think. I don't really know. I haven't used it for a while, but I started using that one before I started using this, and they work generally about the same. That one does dry a little quicker, but it's a lot more affordable. So if you're just getting started and you're not really even sure if you're gonna like using pomades, I think that's a good one to get started with. So there's brows. Moving on, we have concealer, and I'm gonna just be straight up with you guys. I use LA Girl Pro Concealer. I have used this since I very first started makeup. I don't use any other concealer. I'm trying to think. I have had like a concealer palette, like a Coastal Scents concealer palette, which I did like that. It's a little thicker, a little creamier, and I really got into using that once I started doing makeup for other people because it has a whole bunch of different shades. But the LA Girl Pro Concealer is very affordable. It is high quality. I love it. You'll find just about any makeup YouTuber giving you a recommendation for LA Girl Pro Concealer because it is affordable and it is a really high quality product. It is pigmented, it has the coverage, it dries down to be almost fully matte. It's just great. I love, love, love this concealer. So for this concealer, I will use it to carve out my eyebrows, which I do whether I'm using the brow mascara or brow pomade, and then I also use it to highlight on my face. You can also use it to contour because I've used it to cream contour as well if you just get a darker shade. Obviously you can use it to actually conceal, to cover up any spots that you don't want showing through, and I just love it. LA Girl Pro Concealer is the one I vouch for. Obviously Tarte Shape Tape is very popular. And there's lots of other concealers that you can use. If you already have one that you love, then you're ahead of the game, so you can just use that. But if you're looking for a concealer, LA Girl Pro is a great concealer to use. So moving on, you're gonna need some kind of a primer. So for me, currently I'm using the Mario Badescu Rose Water. You don't have to use the Mario Badescu Rose Water. You can use any kind of rose water. You can use any kind of primer that you like. Personally, I've been using the rose water because it acts as a toner as well as a primer, so it kind of does leave my skin a little tacky and sticky, and I like that as far as the priming aspect. But I also will just use this if I feel like I want my face to be refreshed. I use it as a light moisturizer. It's not like super duper moisturizing, obviously, because it's just water, but it does give me a moisturized feel if my face is feeling pretty dry. But generally, as far as my makeup routine goes, I've been using this as my primer. I also really love the Benefit Professional, but that is not cheap. So, but I do use it. I love it. I have been made a believer by primers. NYX also has some really good primers. I'm looking at the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer. I just have that sitting on my desk. But they've got some great primers. e.l.f. has primers. You can get primers just about anywhere, but currently what I'm using, and so what I'm recommending to you, is the Mario Badescu Rose Water. So the foundation is going to be the next product that I recommend that you use as a beginner. Foundation just lays a nice base. It gives you an even complexion to start to build your makeup look on. What I have right here in my little basket full of treats is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, which I've actually just started using. Before I was using the Fit Me foundation, I was using the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Love both of them, but L'Oreal True Match was actually the only foundation I've used for years. Like when I started using foundation, it was L'Oreal True Match, and I used it for years. So that is my recommendation for foundation. I love the Maybelline Fit Me. They have a pretty decent shade range, and if you can't find your shade there, then the L'Oreal True Match probably certainly has your shade, because they also have a really great shade range. I'm trying to recommend more affordable products because, especially if you're just getting into makeup, you don't want to spend a crazy amount on makeup, which you very easily can. So I'm just trying to recommend things that are affordable but also work effectively, things that I personally use myself. This is all stuff from my personal collection, so you'll see in the close-ups of the products that they're not cute, they're not clean, they're not like any of that, but they're mine and I use them and I love them. So moving on from foundation, I'm going to go on to powder. Personally, I love the Sacha Buttercup powder. For brown girls, I just think it's the perfect powder, especially brown girls with yellow undertones. Sacha Buttercup is it. I have heard that Airspun is a really good loose powder. I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you I've never tried it, so I don't know, but it has enough positive reviews that I'm gonna assume it's a good powder. And that one is translucent. It doesn't have like this yellow pigment to it, so that could be better for people with more of a fair complexion. Sacha Buttercup, also, you do have to get it online, so it's not really the easiest thing to buy and use. I use this for setting my concealer. I can use it to set my entire face if I need to. Powder. I always recommend, if you're using a cream product, which foundation is a cream product, concealer is a cream product, if you're using a cream product, set it with a powder and then set that powder with a spray. I always say that it makes a difference. If you're just putting like a moist cream foundation onto your skin and then not setting it with powder, the slightest touch, the slightest tap, the slightest bump can cause that foundation to smear, to move, to shift, to rub off onto whatever you're touching. It's just not ideal. So I always recommend that you set everything cream with a powder, and this is my personal powder of choice. Also, Airspun is affordable. Laura Mercier is a club favorite. I haven't used any of those. Before I started using Sacha Buttercup, there was a L'Oreal powder that I used, the loose perfecting powder, and that one was great. Even for me, I am a brown girl and we can tend to have like flashback issues, ashy issues. I didn't have any issues with that, but personally I use the Sacha Buttercup powder. Moving on from powder, I'm gonna move right into contour. Now, this is not the affordable option of contour, but this is what I use. So I do have an affordable option to show you, but this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. Mine is in medium to tan. This bad boy is well loved. So the packaging is like not the cutest, but I love it. It has multiple shades in here. So in this contour, you have like a darker contour, you have lighter colors, which I use to set under my eyes sometimes, and then you also have a highlighter shade. So this is like more bang for your buck instead of just buying like one single powder for contour. And then the same thing actually with the more affordable option. I have here the Maybelline New York Master Contour palette. So this comes with a contour, a blush, and a highlight. So you get all those. I didn't put blush or highlight on this list because I'm talking about things that I feel like you need. I want to say that loosely because obviously we don't need makeup at all, but I'm going to talk about things that I find are necessary to get like a full face look. So I didn't put those things on the list, but if you get this contour palette or this contour palette, you'll have the highlight at least in them, and then this one also has the blush. So for the contour, I use it to contour my cheeks, obviously. I contour my forehead, I contour my nose, and it just kind of chisels you out and gives you that definition. So that is your contour. After that, so your contour is going to be a powder product. Your loose powder, which was before contour, is going to be a powder product. I always recommend that you set powders with a spray because you don't want to look powdery, you don't want to look ashy or cakey, and I find that sprays really set your face down to bring it back to looking like skin after you've done all that. The setting spray that I have here in my little basket of treats is the Maybelline Master Fix. It's a good setting spray, it's affordable, I've used it on clients, I've had no issues. I don't personally use it regularly, like it's not my setting spray of choice, but it does work, especially if you're looking for something more affordable. What I love is the Morphe Continuous Mist setting spray. It ain't cheap. I mean, it's not crazy expensive, but it's not cheap. It's kind of one of those things that I think twice before I purchase, even though I love it, but it's like, do I really want to spend, what is it, $18 on this right now? I'm not sure if it is $18, but it is not the most affordable. So if you're looking for the most affordable, the Maybelline Master Fix is good. Also, NYX has their dewy setting spray and their matte setting spray. I love them both. I was using both of those for a very long time before I actually started using the Morphe setting spray, but I really love the Morphe. I love how it comes out in a continuous mist. It smells amazing, it feels amazing, and it really does keep my makeup on until I take it off, and I love that. That's your setting spray. Second to lastly, I have mascara, and currently I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise. So it's L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. It's the one that's made to act like Better Than Sex mascara, and I've never used Better Than Sex, but I love this mascara. It gets a little thick, but I'm okay with that because I have such short and small lashes. You just kind of have to be careful with how you put it on. There's also the Great Lash. I want to say the Great Lash, the one with the pink and green. It's like the pink base with the green top. I don't know. That's really popular mascara. I used to love the, I think it's Maybelline Lash Stiletto mascara. I used to love that mascara because it has those fibers that make your lashes look longer. But as of now, I wear lashes, so I'm not really interested in elongating my own lashes because I usually don't wear them out on their own anyway. But I did love that mascara. I do love this mascara. This is what I'm using, so this is what I'm recommending. And then last but not least is lips. I feel like if you're gonna have a full face of makeup on, you need to have something on your lips. Even if it's just a gloss, even if it's just a chapstick, honestly. I have totally done like a full face of makeup and then just put chapstick on. The lip that I'm recommending in this video is going to be the NYX Soft Matte lipsticks because they're liquid lipsticks, but number one, they don't really dry your lips out as much as other liquid lipsticks do and have. Also, I just love the colors of this. I love the way it feels. I love the colors. This right here is actually my perfect nude, like so perfect that I was gonna wear it without a lip liner, and then I was like, just kidding, I'm gonna put a lip liner on. This one is Abu Dhabi, I'm almost positive. Yep, this one is Abu Dhabi, and I love it. This is my perfect nude. But like I said, they have lots of colors. It's not just nude lipstick. I love it. It's affordable. It's NYX. NYX is an affordable brand that comes out with really great quality. Not sponsored. But yeah, so this is what I recommend for lips. That is everything on my list of 10 products that I think you need to get started doing makeup. Like I said, everything is optional. You don't have to go out and buy all of this stuff right now. But if I were to buy someone a makeup startup kit, I would make sure I had all these things in that kit when I was purchasing it for someone. So I'm thinking of doing a makeup tools that you need to get started because I didn't name any brushes in this video. And of course, I use brushes when I do my makeup. If you're interested in that, leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel, keep up. It's February, so there's gonna be lots of Valentine's Day type stuff happening here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.